Have you ever wondered how true strength can sometimes be our greatest vulnerability? Let's delve into the ancient pages of the Bible, where we encounter two intriguing characters, Samson and Delilah. Samson, a man of unparalleled physical prowess, born under miraculous circumstances to a barren woman. As outlined in the book of Judges, chapter 13, verses 24 to 25, Samson's birth was nothing short of extraordinary. From a tender age, he displayed signs of his phenomenal strength, leaving onlookers in awe and wonder. Then there's Delilah, a woman of captivating beauty and charm who knew just how to weave her web of allure. Her enchanting presence was as powerful as Samson's physical strength. These two figures, one a symbol of might, the other of seduction, set the stage for a tale that explores the paradox of strength. Strength, as you will see, doesn't always equate to victory. But, as we'll soon discover, strength alone isn't always enough to prevail. What if your greatest gift was also your greatest curse? This was the reality Samson faced. Imagine having a supernatural strength so profound that it becomes your identity, your power, your curse. This was the life of Samson, an extraordinary man whose strength was tied to his uncut hair, a symbol of his Nazirite vow. This vow was a sacred commitment to God, a promise that was woven into the very strands of his hair. In the heart of this tale is Delilah, a woman of captivating beauty and cunning intelligence. The Philistines, enemies of Samson, saw her as the perfect pawn to uncover the secret of his strength. They promised her silver, not just a few pieces, but 1,100 shekels, an unimaginable wealth. Tempted, Delilah used her charm to coax the secret out of Samson, a secret he had never revealed to anyone. And so Delilah, armed with the secret of Samson's strength, set a trap that would change their lives forever. In the game of love and war, trust can sometimes be a fatal mistake. Indeed, this was a lesson that Samson, the man blessed with divine strength, learned in the harshest way possible. His trust in Delilah, a woman he held dear, turned out to be his downfall. The story, as told in Judges 16:19-21, is a heartbreaking tale of betrayal and loss. Delilah, swayed by the Philistines' promise of wealth, used her intimate relationship with Samson to discover the secret of his strength. Once she learned that it lay in his uncut hair, she lulled Samson into sleep on her lap and called for a man to shave off his 7 locks. And just like that, his strength departed from him. The Philistines seized him, gouged out his eyes, and took him to Gaza. They bound him with bronze shackles and set him to grinding grain in the prison. The man who was once a symbol of strength and power was now reduced to a blind prisoner, stripped of his might. The consequences of his trust in Delilah were severe. He had not only lost his strength, but also his freedom, his sight, and his dignity. He was betrayed by the one he loved, and his life took a tragic turn. In his moment of greatest vulnerability, Samson was left to contemplate the cost of his trust. Even in our darkest hour, there is always a chance for redemption. In the gloom of his downfall, Samson found himself bound and blind, reduced to a spectacle for the Philistines, but the story does not end there. As we delve into the pages of Judges, specifically chapter 16, verses 28 to 30, we get a glimpse of Samson's final act of strength. Samson, in his darkest hour, turned to his faith. He beseeched the heavens, called out to his God. His plea was simple yet profound. He asked for strength one last time, not for glory, not for vengeance, but for redemption. And his plea was heard. In a divine demonstration of faith rewarded, Samson's strength returned. His shackles became inconsequential, his blindness irrelevant. The once mighty Philistine temple, filled to the brim with those who reveled in his downfall, trembled under Samson's renewed might. But it wasn't just the physical strength that mattered here, it was the strength of his faith, his unwavering belief that echoed louder than the crumbling temple. With one final push, Samson brought down the temple upon his oppressors, sacrificing his life in the process, a poignant ending indeed. But let us not lose sight of the underlying message. In his last breath, Samson proved that true strength comes not from physical power, but from faith and sacrifice. The story of Samson and Delilah is more than just a tale of love and betrayal. It is a profound allegory brimming with life lessons that are as relevant today as they were thousands of years ago. Among these lessons is the danger of pride. Samson, despite his extraordinary strength, fell victim to his own arrogance, leading to his downfall. But it wasn't his physical strength that was his undoing. It was his misplaced trust and the dangerous allure of Delilah. a reminder to us all that trust should be given cautiously. Yet the story doesn't end in despair. Samson's tale is also one of redemption. Despite his mistakes and the consequences he faced, he found a way to redeem himself, showing us that it's never too late to change our course. In the end, Samson's story reminds us that our greatest strength can sometimes be our greatest weakness, but even in our weakest moments, there is always a chance for redemption.